May the luck of the Irish find you. And there's a little bird, another little bird, and your cares be all behind you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. That is the visual for today. And we have Genesis Sketchbook by Jill Mockingbird. Asked me to send it to you for a cheap price or get it on Amazon. And yesterday we talked about Sodom and Gomorrah, or 2 days ago, and fire and brimstone went on Sodom and Gomorrah. And then Lot's daughters and Lot, they had children by Lot. And today we are going to go with a tamer subject, page 62, Genesis 21. From there, Abraham journeyed toward the territory of the Negev. Not sure how to pronounce that. Abraham went towards Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur. Kadesh, K, Shur, S, Shur, and he lives between there. Abraham lived between Kadesh and Shur, and he sojourned in Gerar. He stayed in Gerar. Sojourned is traveled, and I guess it means to stop somewhere. There's a group called sojourners. Genesis 22. Abraham said of his wife Sarai, "She is my sister." The king said, "I'll take her. She is my sister," Abraham said. Then Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent for Sarah and took her. But God came to Abimelech in a dream one night and said to him, here's Abimelech sleeping, "You are as good as dead because of the woman you have taken. She is a married woman. Sarah is married." And on our left hand, sorry everybody, it's going to show you my left hand. Sarah is married. I don't have my ring on, but this is the ring finger, and you'd have a wedding ring there. So Sarah is married. And I think I have the wrong hand. This is the right hand, and the left hand is the one with the ring. So I need to change that. Excuse me. Genesis 20:14. Then Abimelech brought sheep and cattle and male and female slaves and gave them to Abraham. And he returned Sarah his wife to him. And Abimelech said, "My land is before you. Live wherever you like." Here's your wife back. Welcome to my land. Live wherever. So this is Abimelech's land. And Sarah went back to Abraham. So let's look at the pictures. Abraham went toward Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur. And he stayed in Gerar. And the king came and took Sarah. And Abraham said, "She is my sister." But God came to the king in a dream one night, Abimelech, and said, "Sarah is married. Give her back. You're doing something wrong." So Abimelech said, "Welcome to my land. Live wherever. Here's your wife." And Abraham lives on Abimelech's land. Page 63, or maybe takes Abimelech's land. Genesis 20:16. To Sarah he said, "I am giving you your brother 1,000 shekels of silver. This is to cover the offense against you before all who are with you. You are completely vindicated, completely let go, released. You have done no wrong. So I'm going to give you 1,000 shekels of money, of silver, and I think he gives sheep, cattle, and male and female servants to Abraham and Sarah." Then Sarah prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, his wife, and his female slaves, so they could have children again. For the Lord had kept all the women in Abimelech's household from conceiving because of Abraham's wife Sarah. So Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech. I'm healed. And his wife and the females in Abimelech's household, I need to write females, were able to have children again. We're healed. We can have children. Because when Abimelech took Sarah, it was kind of like a curse, and they were not able to have children. So let's go back. So Abimelech says to Sarah, I'm giving your brother 1,000. So I wonder if he knows that they're husband and wife right now. I'm giving your brother 1,000 shekels of silver. This is to cover the offense against you before all who are with you. You are completely vindicated and let go. And I think you could keep everything. The sheep, cattle, male and female servants. He's giving them a lot. So Abraham prayed, and Abimelech was healed, and his wife, and Abimelech's household. We're healed. We can have children. So I don't know how Abimelech was sick and was healed. I will look that up later and tell you tomorrow. Why don't we stop there? Tomorrow is going to be Hagar and Sarah are fighting. Well, actually, let's go ahead and read it. This is something good. A baby is born. I always like that. Page 64 of Genesis sketchbook, Genesis 21. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. Ha ha ha. Everyone who hears is going to, did you hear? Ha ha ha. They're all going to laugh with me. I have a baby at an old age. And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. Okay, I got to fix that. And I'm sorry if you have this book and I did that wrong. So just write that in. I have borne him a son in his old age. Who would say Sarah will nurse children? In his old age, I have borne him a son. So Abraham has been given Isaac. She has borne Abraham a son. The child grew and was weaned, and on the day that Isaac was weaned, it was taken away from his mom's milk. Abraham had a great feast. So weaned is like you're leaving your mom's milk, or you're leaving pacifier, you're being weaned away from anything. No more nursing. So Sarah saw Ishmael across the way, mocking, making fun. Ha ha. This is Hagar, Abraham's second wife, that Sarah and Hagar have been fighting. So Ishmael is making fun of Isaac, and they're having a great feast and a lot of food. But Sarah saw that the son whom Hagar the Egyptian had borne to Abraham was mocking. And she said to Abraham, get rid of that slave woman and her son, for that woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac. So they will never share. Inheritance is usually money, or when somebody dies, they give their inheritance, money or goods, products, to their children. She said, that's the son, the slave woman and her son are not going to take no share in the inheritance. For that woman's son will never share in the inheritance. She doesn't even say his name, Ishmael. So he's not going to get any money, Sarah says to Abraham. So let's look at the pictures. So Sarah has a baby. And why don't we talk about... I need to read up on this again. Sarah has a baby. When did that happen? And everybody laughs and says, ha, did you hear? Everybody can't believe it. Who could say, it's unbelievable, Sarah will nurse children. In his old age, I have borne him a son. So Isaac was born by Sarah to Abraham. Who could say that? I don't believe it. So they had when the child grew and was weaned, and on the day that Isaac was weaned, Abraham had a great feast. I guess they had a party for getting bigger. Maybe he was 2, I'm not sure. No more nursing, yay. So Sarah looks across. Sarah saw Ishmael mocking and making fun with Hagar. And she said to Abraham, get rid of that woman and her son. They will not share in the inheritance. They will have no money. So let's see what happens tomorrow if Abraham is going to kick his second wife away out. And I think tomorrow he's going to give her stuff and say, you need to leave. So let's talk about that tomorrow. Have a good evening.